Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I do a super quick and easy at-home trim. So this is the way I trim my hair. I've been doing this for the past year. I do this method in order to keep my hair layered and to just kind of get rid of some dead ends. Let me start off by saying I'm not a licensed beautician, so anything you see in this video, please take it with caution. Do this at your own discretion. I don't want y'all blaming me, sending me angry comments below, telling my girl, you don't left me bald-headed trying to follow your little raggedy ass tutorial. Do this at your own discretion, okay? This is basically, it's super quick and easy, and it's if you don't have a lot of time and you don't want to spend $150 to get a freaking curly cut, because that's honestly, it's a little bit steep, y'all. I know I'm cheap, but it works good. I mean, this is my end results. You guys can see right here, and yeah, stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Okay, so here's a quick length check so you can see where my hair is at before I trim it. Now, to be completely honest with you guys, I've had too many bad experiences with scissor happy stylists that have sent me back on my hair journey. I'm talking 6 inches at a time, which is kind of why I started trimming my own hair. And honestly, I was a little nervous at first, but it's a really easy process, and I just love the fact that I'm in control of how much hair I'm trimming off. But please be advised that this curly cut and curly cuts in general are intended for people who only wear their hair in its naturally curly state. You're gonna need a spray bottle, hair ties, a brush, and some shears. You can check the description box below for more details on the ones I have. Now, this first part I'm going to show you is the layering part. So if you don't want layers and your hair is already an even length, you can fast forward to the second cutting portion of the video. So the first thing you're going to do is wet and detangle your hair. Now, the reason I'm working with wet hair is because it's just easier for me to work with when I smooth it into a ponytail. But say if your hair is really thick or kinky with a lot of shrinkage and you have issues smoothing it into a ponytail, like a tight ponytail, then I would recommend doing this method on blown out hair. Positioning of the ponytail is very important. You obviously want to make sure it's a tight, smooth ponytail that's centered in the middle of your head so that you're cutting your hair evenly from both sides. Now, the lower you have the ponytail positioned towards your forehead like I do, the more layers you'll be adding, as you will be cutting more hair off the top sections of your hair rather than the lower sections. So here you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You can see that the lower sections of my hair is the top of the ponytail. When you compare that to the length of the inside of the ponytail, it's just a lot shorter, so you really won't be cutting much from your longest layer when you do this method. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you do want longer layers and just want to skip the second cutting portion of the video, then just position the ponytail higher up on your head so that you're cutting less off the top sections and a little bit more from your lower sections, if that makes sense. After you've placed your hair in the ponytail, just brush and smooth your hair and use hair ties to keep the hair stretched to keep it from moving. You can use as many hair ties as you see fit, as everyone's hair is different lengths, but personally, I just use one around my chin to hold the hair in place. Then I use another hair tie to indicate where I'll be cutting. Now remember, you can always go back and cut off more, but you definitely cannot replace your hair if you cut off too much. So I really would recommend cutting a small amount first, especially if this is your first time trying this method. Then you can just always see how you like it, and if you need to, go back, repeat the process, and cut off a little bit more. Always want to keep in mind your hair shrinkage after it dries when cutting off any amount. Personally, I cut off about a good 2 inches, but remember, most of this is from my top layer. So you just want to take your shears and carefully cut your hair straight across. Then remove the hair ties, brush out your curls, and ensure the hair is evenly cut across. Afterwards, remove your hair from the ponytail and you can inspect your hair to see if you're happy with the results, or you can just repeat the process if you feel you need to trim off more. You can see here that my hair is still long, didn't lose a whole lot of length from my longest layer. Now, because I was trimming my hair to remove dry ends, I'm still going to go in and cut a little bit off my long layer by parting my hair in the middle, brushing and stretching it out, and then trimming as much as I see fit. So if you're cutting your hair to add more shape and layers, you can stop here, or you can continue if you'd like, or if your hair was at an even length, then this is where you would begin. Basically, all I'm doing is smoothing and stretching my curls so that I make sure I cut all of the curls from my longest layers evenly at once. Then I'm just going to repeat the process on the other side. So I used the first side I did as my guide for my second half by pulling the hair in the middle, then trimming off at the same length where the first half was cut. Again, always remember, it's best to cut off less and go back and cut more if you need to. Please keep in mind that your hair is wet and shrinkage does kick in after our curls dry, so you need to be familiar with how much your hair shrinks up when deciding how much you want to cut off if you don't want to lose a whole lot of length. Again, just brush and stretch your curls out. And remember, if your hair is really thick and kinky or you have a lot of shrinkage, you can also do this on blown out hair if you want to ensure that everything is cut evenly. Then just take both pieces and pull them towards the middle so you can use the first half that you cut as the guide for where you will be cutting the second half to ensure that your hair is evenly cut on both sides. So after you completed all those steps, you would just style your hair as you usually would when you rock your curls. Then you would just go in and trim off any curls that look out of place. So I do have a million wash and go videos on my channel, so I did go ahead and fast forward through this process. But if you're new to my channel, number one, hello, welcome. Be sure to subscribe so you can see some more curly content. And number two, be sure to check the description box below so you can check out my other styling videos, especially my how to wash and go if you're still having issues establishing a curly hair routine. So that's pretty much it, you guys. A quick, easy, affordable way for you to do a curly cut at home. I really love this method because it saves me a lot of time from actually having to go in and, you know, kind of do cut curl for curl, which honestly with a kid, I just would not have the time nor the patience to do that. I think I probably only had to cut off 3 curls that looked out of place. So this method really just takes care of trimming my ends in one swoop per se. So it allows me to be in control of the length that I'm losing. And of course, it saves me a lot of money. Again, just a little friendly reminder for you guys, I'm not a licensed beautician, so please, anything you saw in this video, do it with caution, do it at your own discretion. I mean, honestly, I think it's a really easy way for you to cut your hair. But remember that this method and any curly cut is intended for those who wear their hair in its curly straight. So if you do straighten your hair often, I definitely would suggest following my other trimming video linked below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up so more people can find it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos on curly hair. Comment below and let me know how often you trim your hair and if you typically go to a salon to do it. Also, let me know if you would try this method out, and if you did, let us know how it went. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and at Chia, and let me know what other videos you'd like to see. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching.